Hello, and welcome to ServiceNow's Low-Code Capability Deep Dive. In this 9-part series, we're going to take a look at the various aspects of the ServiceNow platform that empower creators of all skill levels with the ability to rapidly build high-quality, scalable, and easy-to-govern apps.
In the next few minutes, I'll be demonstrating how applications built on the ServiceNow platform are tested. Our Automated Testing Framework, or ATF for short, is the primary tool creators will use to create tests, test suites, test data, test plans, and run automation. I'll also show Instance Scan, which is used for surfacing development patterns, which go against best practices or performance and security guidance. Let's start by automatically generating some test cases for the expense application. This will save me a significant amount of setup time by capturing the current state of my application. If I change the behavior of my forms or fields in the future, I can simply update these tests. In the test generation form, I choose the expense application and filter which users, tables, and catalog items for which to generate tests. When I click Start, ServiceNow's Cloud Test Runner will execute this task while I focus on writing some unit tests. The expense app has some code written to calculate if a project is over budget. While test automation runs, I'll create a unit test for this code to make sure it's working properly. First, I'll set up some test data by creating a budget and an expense record and a few expense line items. The available budget will be set to $1,000 and the line items amounts $500 and $600 each. This should put us over budget. All test data created in this way will be rolled back after the test has run. Lastly, I'll create a unit test for my isOverBudget function, which should return true, given the test data. I can now run the test. Oh, one of these tests have failed. I'll dive into the results and check what's going on. It seems like the overbudget function is returning false, when it should have returned true. I'll double check my code, and sure enough, I've put the wrong operator here. This should be greater than. Now that test generation has completed, we can take a look at one of the generated tests. This test opens the expense line item form and validates the mandatory fields. When a UI test like this is run, it can either be run live by the tester in their own browser or be scheduled to run in ServiceNow's Cloud Test Runner. Tests can also be used to benchmark instance responsiveness by running them in performance mode. UI and transaction performance indicators are tracked and can be compared from run to help identify where changes to applications may impact performance. Instance Scan is used by customers, impact, and partners to interrogate instances for configuration that indicate health issues and identify opportunities to address best practices. Instance Scan checks security, upgradability, user experience, normalization of data, performance, and manageability indicators on an instance. Each finding describes the convention being broken, provides resolution details, and links to documentation. Findings can then be investigated and addressed either directly by the customers or shared with impact or partner best practice consultants for tailored solutions.
Thanks for watching, and join us for part 6 of our series as we explore DevOps.